This is what dreams are made of. Hi guys, it's me, Camdrogyny, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be telling you guys how I managed to create this masterpiece that's on my head, sis. I know you see it. I know you clocked it from when you clicked on this video. The title probably said something about inexpensive braid wig, do it yourself, DIY, whatever the fuck I titled this video, honey. But listen, Linda, listen. This right here, this is what dreams are made of. Now, notice I said telling you guys, because your girl did not film this. The reason I did not film this is because I did not think that this shit was gonna look anywhere near as bomb as it motherfucking does, okay? So, with that being said, I didn't think, let me film this. I did not think about that. I just was trying to get through it. I wanted to make sure that my shit looked good. Like, I was just in full focus mode, period. Starting with construction, honey. Now, this wig consists of 2 packs of pre-braided crochet hair, 4 packs of braiding hair, pre-colored braiding hair, which is the purple, 2 closures, I think they're like 6x4 or 5, 6x5 or 6x4, I think it is. 2 6x4 closures, and the dome cap, of course, and some thread and stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you a little backstory. I've always wanted braids. I'm sorry, I did. I really did. Even when I was a little boy, you know, very small, I just was so fucking jealous because every fucking time one of these little girls would come back and they had braids in their hair, or my cousins would get braids, I'm just like, I want those. Those look so cute. I like those. Like, I just wanted them, period. End of discussion. But, of course, I was a little boy. So, my parents was not letting me get no fucking braids. Not to mention, I could never grow my hair out because it was always getting cut the fuck off. Even to this day, I don't even want to grow my hair out due to the fact that I wear so many wigs. It's going to make my wigs bulky. They're not going to lay flat. They're not going to look good. So then I just don't want to grow my hair out. So, point blank in the discussion, the braids wasn't happening naturally, sis. They wasn't happening naturally. I had to figure out something else. This Instagram page that is, I think it's called Braids by Koya. Now, she's a business based in the Atlanta area. She is a talented, amazing braider. She does some of the most beautiful braid work I've ever seen in my life. She does all type. Now, these are wigs, but she also does clients, you know, who want the braids on their head. But she does wigs, and the wigs are amazing. I was so flabbergasted that this was even a thing. So I really wanted to buy one. But then, of course, stumbled upon the prices, and I looked and I was like, bitch, $300 for a braided wig. I love it, I want it, but I don't have it. Harsh realities. I was just thinking like, bitch, I need this. Like, I want this so bad. You just don't understand. Like, this is so easy to plop on my motherfucking head and go. Like, in the morning, I don't even have to think about it. The styles that I can do are so quick and fast. It looks good. It feels nice. It's not heavy. You know, there's some weight, but it's not heavy. You know, so I just want this so bad. So I went ahead and I looked up how to, you know, create a braided wig videos on YouTube. Of course, duh. I came across this one video where this lady used crochet braided, pre-braided hair and sewed it on the back of the cap. Now, the difference between, now you might be saying, well, isn't that what Braids by Koya does? No, she literally braids each and every braid that is on that goddamn wig, which is why she's charging you $300. Plus, she does them extremely long, short, different colors, blonde, yellow, green, purple. She does all types of different colors, different styles, like the cute little braided tribal braids that be going against the scalp. Like, she does all that. So that's why her wigs are priced the way that they are. But for me, that's just not realistic. So she did that. She used the pre-braided crochet hair and sewed it on the back, sewing each, you know, braid about 3 times so it would be, you know, nice and secure. So I was like, wow, like, that's it? Like, and she said it only took her 4 hours. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that shit. I'm doing that. Didn't even think about the fact that I had to braid this. Now, if you know me, you know I am very confident in my hairstyling abilities. I can braid to the scalp pretty well. I know how to do sew-ins. I know how to do, closures and weaves and things of that nature. But when it came to box braids, honey, that was with that miss me with that shit type stuff. Like in my head, I was like, box braids, I don't want to do it. As many times as I did try, it just never came naturally to me. It was never something that I picked up on immediately. So I was just like, okay, I guess it's not for me. I didn't think about this. None of this crossed my mind when I was like, I'm doing that shit. So then tell me why the next day I go out after work, I go to the beauty supply store and I pick up my supplies. I pick up my dome cap, I pick up my braiding hair, I picked up the 2 closures, I picked up all this stuff because I'm like, I'm ready to do this. Not thinking about the fact that I don't know how to box braid. I go ahead and I get 2 closures, $14.95 a piece. I got 2 packs of braiding hair first, not thinking that I was gonna need more because I'm a fucking dumbass and they didn't put as much hair in the pre-colored hair as I thought they did. So I only got 2 packs at the beginning, which were like $4.95 a piece. Then I got 2 packs of the crocheted hair. Excuse me. I got 2 packs of the crochet hair, which was about, I wanna say $5 or $6 a piece. And then of course I got my dome cap and, the little jewels and stuff like that. Now, I get home, I'm like, you know what? I'm pumped, I'm excited, I'm ready, I'm good, I'm going. Put the cap on Big Bertha back there, put the cap on her, started sewing the pre-braided crochet hair on. And I'm like, I'm that bitch. This is coming out amazing. This looks great. I get up to like about the middle of my head and I'm like, you know what? Let me sew these closures on before I finish sewing on the pre-braided hair because I need to see where I need to place the rest of the pre-braided hair in order for it to flow naturally. This is the closures. This is one of the closures, right? I laid the closure on Big Bertha's head and I literally sewed boom, boom, right? Then I get the other closure, I lay it right next to that first one, and I sew the opposite side, boom, boom. So I sewed initially like this, right? Leaving the 2 middle sections that are touching not sewed down. I ended up sewing those 2 pieces together rather than sewing all the way around both of the closures and then having them both stuck to the cap. So then when I ended up cutting that cap out, I would literally have to cut 1 closure, 2 closure. No, I wanted to cut 1 big ass closure, initially making it a frontal. So once I sewed the closures together, and then I went ahead and I put the rest of the pre-braided hair on. Now I have all this beautiful braided hair in the back, and then I have this free-flowing 2 bang closures sitting on the front. Still, now it done hit me. I'm like, wow, I gotta braid all this. I was shook. I didn't know what to say. I was like, wow, I really didn't think about this before I went and bought all this shit. Immediately, I look up videos, how to box braid. I'm trying to figure out how to grip the hair, how to begin intermingling it into the rest of the actual hair. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. This is my weakest point. Once you get past actually getting it worked into the hair, I can braid. I am a braider, honey. But when it comes to getting that root nice and tight on there and nice and, you know how a box braid is supposed to look. And if you don't, look it up because they're supposed to look nice and just on there. That was my biggest struggle, getting the braid started. So here I am, I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to do this. And now I have a whole fucking 2 closures to braid. I tried, right? I'm not gripping the hair properly. I started gripping it properly, but then I still don't understand how she's intermingling it. So then I'm like, so I did about 8 braids, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. The braids came out loose. My mom saw them. She was like, yeah, that needs to be tighter. One of my friends saw them. She was like, yeah, that needs to be tighter. So immediately I'm like, fuck, people are not gonna, they're not, when they see this, I want them to be like, wow, that looks great. Not, why are her braids so loose? I'm a perfectionist. It needs to be perfect. So I literally stopped, because literally after those 8 braids, tell me why I ran out of an entire pack of hair. So literally I only had one pack of hair, and I still had about 75 to 80% of the closure, or the rest of the closures to do. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I paused. I said, you know what, let me stop. I'm gonna go back tomorrow, get some more hair, and when I start again, we're gonna get this. When I came home that night, I started gripping the hair, gripping it properly. For some reason, it just clicked in my head. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if God was just like, I don't want to watch you struggle. But bitch, it clicked in my head, and I was braiding like I knew what I was doing for 15 years. I was braiding so fast and so well. I was shocking myself. I was shook. My sisters couldn't even tell you. They were like, I was like, I literally just taught myself how to box braid. Like, are you kidding me? I really just taught myself how to box braid? Bitch, I was shook. I was shook beyond compare. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to act. Act up. I was acting up. I didn't know how to act. I was shook. And I didn't know what the fuck, how to box braid and all that other stuff. But here I go, and I braid a whole 2 closures. I even went back and took out the first 8 that I did and rebraided them motherfuckers. Are you serious? Like, I'm telling you, to this day, I'm still gagged, and it happened yesterday when I finished the braids. What? So anyway, after I finished the braids, I'm like, okay, now I gotta work on the presentation of the hair. So I finished the braids, but I still had to burn the ends. The closure, I had all of the baby hairs left out, and they were still very long, very thick. It was a lot of hair. The knots, not bleached. I didn't bleach them. I didn't do any of that yet because I'm a dumbass and I should have did that first, but I didn't. So all of these things, I'm working on basically the style now. Now I have to work on the style of the wig and how the wig is going to be presented. So first things first, I was like, let me go ahead and burn these ends. But I got a lighter, or not a lighter, my flat iron, turned that bitch on high, and I was just tapping the hair and then twisting. Tap, 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 twist. Tap, 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 twist. I did that to all of them. It didn't look good at first, and I didn't like how it looked, but that's all I had at the time. And I knew I was gonna ask, it was already late. It was late when I was doing this. And I know I was gonna ask my parents for a lighter tomorrow. So I was just like, tap, tap, tap. I just need to seal these off for right now. After I sealed off the ends of the braids, at that point, there was not much I could do, just because, like I said, it was so late and I wasn't trying to be in the kitchen boiling water and doing all this other shit. So I just said, you know what? Let me sit in here and cut all the little stray hairs off the braids. Because if you know, and if you've gotten braids, a lot of times, even if it's your natural hair, it'll stick up out of the braids. Now, you don't want to cut your natural hair off, but at the ends where it sticks out, if your hair's not that long, you go back and you just cut those. And that's what I did. And because this is a closure, bitch, of course I was just cutting away, bitch, because I'm not taking these braids out. So we cutting these bitches. Like, you know what? It's time to go sleep. Good night, good day, whatever. At this point, I'm on day 3 of making this fucking wig. So day 3 gets here, and I'm like, okay. Now I have to bleach the knots, okay? I need to bleach these knots because at the end of the day, as cute as this style may be, because you are trying to create a illusion that these braids are yours, you can't have all these black dots in between where your parting is. That looks fake, and you don't want to have to keep putting makeup on the wig because it's just gonna cake up, and then you gotta wash it, but then you got these heavy ass braids that you're fucking washing, and it's too much. So I went ahead, I bleached the knots like a dumbass. I should have did that in the first place. I highly suggest, if you are gonna make one of these wigs, bleach the knots of your frontal or closure before you braid it, because that will save you so much time later on and not sitting here carrying around a heavy ass braided ass wig. Because when these braids get wet, this shit gets heavy. And this is why I will tell you now, you will not catch me wearing this at the pool, nor the beach, nor none of that type of shit. I will be wearing it during the summertime, but that's when I'm going out and doing certain things. Not, no, let me go dip in the pool. No, because once this shit gets heavy enough, it will feel like somebody yagged your ass. Like bitch, it will come right off your fucking head, period. And said, the wig does get heavy when it's wet. So that's why I felt stupid, because I was like, I should have bleached the knots before I braided the fucking wig, but I did braid the wig already. So I bleached the knots, rinsed it out, whatever. Of course, it was super brassy, so then I had to go back in with the Shimmer Light shampoo, and I just shampooed the fuck out of it, let it sit on there for probably like 10 minutes, and then I went ahead and I washed it off. Once I did that, it was really just a matter of going back and reburning the ends because they looked like shit, and also the baby hairs. I didn't want the swiggle, like I didn't want all that. I just wanted something light, simple, very fresh and clean that I didn't have to worry about so much, you know? So I did about 5 baby hairs, both one on each sideburn and then one in the middle to cover up that little space between the 2 closures, and then boom, boom. And that gave me the best, you know, realistic look. Let me get a little closer so you can see. But that gave me the most realistic look in terms of what I was going for. So once I finished the baby hairs, I cut them bitches, gelled them with some Gots to Be, the clear Gots to Be, and then I reburnt the ends because I finally got a lighter from my parents. And at that point, it was kind of just like, all right, bitch, time for the show. I was so proud of myself, and this is really a true lesson. Like, don't think just because you can't do something at one point that later on with practice and determination you can't do it. Like, I kid you not, my cousins, anybody that knows me, that knows I do hair, will tell you anytime it came to asking me about box braids, honey, I was not doing them. I wasn't. I'm sorry. I was just not confident in myself. But when I really sat there and put my mind to it and I was like, this wig has to be fucking popping, girl, the legend jumped out. I was braiding like I had been braiding for 15 years. So listen, put your mind to it, you can do it. I know that sounds corny, bitch, but you can, because I did not think I could box braid. So for this to even come out how it did, I'm shook. Period. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some ideas, got some inspiration. I will be doing another one of these probably in a couple months. It'll probably be with like green or blue or something like that, just because I really like the color. But you know, once you have one, you gotta have them all. So I definitely want to do this again with another color and just, you know, have fun. I want to be, you know, braided up this summer. Like, I'm just tired of regular hair, you know what I'm saying? Because regular hair requires so much attention and things of that nature. So I'm definitely gonna become a braided girl this summer. I'm gonna have my big ass hoops in. I'm gonna have my cute little shades on. I'm gonna be that girl. Like, I am. I really am. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's what's about to happen. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I know it's been about 3 weeks since I uploaded my last video, not to mention my previous video from my DL experience, my first DL experience is doing really well. I'm glad that you guys are receiving it so well. Please give this video a like, a thumbs up, and share with your friends and family. Please feel free to comment down below and tell me what you think. Tell me your experiences with box braids or your experiences with hair in general, or trying new things, you know, just different things like that. I would love to have conversations with you guys. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.